Angry MGTOW here, and today we're talking about Blaire White and the transgender movement a little bit.
Okay, wait. Look at the title card. Topic, feminism. Issue, Blaire White still has a penis. Oh my fucking god, it's the end of the world. It's a disaster, someone call the fucking MGTOWs. God forbid, someone has made a decision about their body. Whatever will we do? Must clutch pearls harder. Alright, sorry, just had to get that out of my system.
Now, Blaire White said something interesting earlier this year. I believe this is back in January. And as you can see, Blaire White said on Twitter, "I don't want a sex change. Being born a boy in this country, my genitals were already cut up at birth. Once is enough."
But dude, you're totally missing the point here. She was using the question to bring awareness to an issue that genuine men's rights activists claim to be concerned about, and that is a legitimate issue, infant circumcision. Now look, that's a big topic that honestly deserves a video in its own right, but regardless, shouldn't you be congratulating her on an excellent piece of activism? It makes me think you're either a troll or retarded, or maybe both.
Now, I can totally understand the position that Blaire is taking, and what Blaire is saying is that he/she, their penis.
Stop. Look, you and I both know, in all likelihood, since you seem familiar with Blaire, that her preferred pronoun is she. Now, I'm not going to be the PC police on you and say you must use the preferred pronoun, but if you're trying to be a dick, do us all a favor and just say he, him. If for no other reason, then you undermine your own point here by making it sound like you don't know what you're talking about.
Was circumcised at birth. However, they don't want to do a sex reassignment surgery. So Blaire still has a penis. Now, Blaire is a transgendered woman, but Blaire still has a penis. And this is where I kind of question things a little bit.
Firstly, you repeated yourself 3 times there, and that combined with your tone of voice makes me think you may actually be having trouble wrapping your mind around this concept. So let me break it down for you, real simple, okay? Transgender people identify as the gender opposite of that which they were assigned at birth. We know this is medically valid because when doctors examine the brain structures of trans individuals, their brain structure resembles that of the gender they identify as. The medical term for this is gender dysphoria. So this isn't some Tumblrina non-binary bullshit. This is scientifically demonstrable. But back to the original point I was making. Some trans individuals choose not to have SRS, or sexual reassignment surgery. Now this is where a lot of people new to the idea would ask, well, if they identify as X, why don't they want the genitals of X? Now while I can't speak for Blaire White specifically, the primary reason a lot of trans people don't get SRS is due to the dangers accompanied with the surgery. There can be complications that lead to infection, disability, or death. There's a variant of the surgery where they take, I believe, a part of your colon, if I recall correctly, to use as either the labia majora or labia minora, which of course can result in further complications. What I'm saying is this is a very personal issue, and one that frankly we really don't have the right to judge people on. I'd throw in that for a lot of people, cost is another prohibiting factor, because even just a quick Google search shows that these surgeries can cost upwards of $30,000. But at the end of the day, whatever Blaire's reasoning is on this issue, whether it's the costs, risks, or that she's comfortable with where she's at, we don't have room to criticize her. It's not like she's done nothing. Just look at her. It's clear that a lot of time, effort, and money has been put into her transition. But what I'm more curious about is, why is this an issue for you at all? Why does it affect you, or what do you have to gain from pushing it as an issue?
For example, Blaire only dates straight.
Yes?
Go
on?
Transgendered men.
Okay, and your point is, I mean, she identifies as a straight trans woman, so that's kind of who I'd expect her to date. But once again, I repeat myself, what's the problem?
I got it. Straight transgendered men. That was something that Blaire posted on Twitter not too long ago. And Blaire has like over 100,000 followers on Twitter. Many of them are guys. And I've seen some of the comments responding to this where people have said a penis and a nice body like that, the best of the woman's body, the best of both worlds. I mean, wow. There's a lot of guys that, are, I guess, into this, but it's really interesting because Blaire kind of is presenting her slash himself as a very much kind of like another woman, like in other words, she's saying, I'm a woman even though I have a penis.
Wow, you're really on top of things, aren't you, Sparky? Next, are you going to take 2 full minutes to slowly and painfully break down that fire is hot? Also, if you could stop going off on side rants about who's attracted to whom so that we can move this along, that'd be great.
And I want to be seen as a woman, and I'm only going to date men who traditionally would date cisgendered women, which is kind of like head scratching because I find that like a little discriminatory that she would say that she only wants to date men who are not transgendered, but she is transgendered herself and she also has a penis.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, that's fine. This was explained to the SJWs. I guess it can be explained to MGTOW too. Ready? Listen closely. Sexual preference is not discrimination. If I want to date Asian women exclusively, that's just a preference. It's fine. The same goes for Blaire if she only wants to date cis men. I mean, Christ, you want to know how to get your ideology hated? Be an authoritarian asshat that tells people who they should want to fuck.
She still is a male, technically from a biological perspective. She's just, she just has obviously gotten fake breast. And
actually, no. I can tell you with absolute certainty that at the time of this recording, Blaire White has never had a boob job. She grew those puppies herself. But once again, that's beside the point.
And taken potentially hormone therapy from the looks of her body, his body. And it's kind of a really weird subject to discuss.
Well, that's normally a pretty good indicator that it's a subject not to give much thought to. But I mean, we definitely could spend every waking moment fretting about someone else's genitals, but I guess I'm just a bit loopy because my reaction is, why the fuck do I care? But given that we've covered the meat of your video, that this is painful to listen to, and that you must either be mentally handicapped or a troll, either way I feel bad criticizing you, I think we're just going to let things drop off right here. Peace.
Smoke weed every day.